Exporting entertainment. Whenever I travel overseas, I am asked by the locals where I'm from. When they hear I'm from the U.S., they have mixed reactions. One group says, "I want to be there one day." Another group gets defiant and says, "U.S. is overrated." For the latter group, some of them become delusional. I recall I once went to Bangladesh, and one of my relatives said, "Wonderland is bigger than Disney World." I burst out laughing. Wonderland is a big theme park over there, but bigger than Disney World? You are factually incorrect. It's one of those annoying situations where I don't want to put another place down, but you get dragged into it. For example, let's say you're a hardcore Michael Jordan fan, but you think LeBron is great too. Unfortunately, you have a coworker who has the habit of putting down Jordan to make a case for LeBron. Now, you're being put in the position of putting down LeBron to make a case for Jordan. One reason many folks from overseas dislike the U.S. is due to military reasons. I'm not an expert on geopolitics, so I won't talk about that. But a sleeper reason they don't like the U.S. is due to the entertainment. I'll explain why. Entertainment, whether you like it or not, will influence a large portion of how society behaves. If you live in the U.S., you see that most people are normal people. They drive, wait in lines at the grocery, host dinner parties, etc. When living in the U.S., you have a reference point of everyday living. So, when you see viral content, you say, this is an outlier. However, when viral content gets exported overseas, the citizens of that country have no reference point of everyday living in the U.S. So, they think viral content is everyday living. When I watch a show like Friends, I see pure entertainment. When someone from overseas watches a show like Friends, they see the cool way to behave. I see why folks from overseas dislike the U.S. From their perspective, they think, "The U.S.'s culture robbed me of my friend, girlfriend, sister, brother, etc." Anger requires a target. Not to be the bearer of bad news, but the anger is misguided. It's not a U.S. issue. It's a media literacy issue. I've seen a renaissance of folks who have grown distrustful of mainstream news. Nowadays, they say, CNN, Fox, and MSNBC misleads us. Despite them being able to spot the mainstream media's shenanigans, they are unable to spot new media's shenanigans. Viral content should automatically tell you something. It's an outlier. Do you think ordinary activities go viral? Nah. The things that go viral are the things that are out of the norm. If you model your life in alignment with things that are out of the norm, then that's not a U.S. issue, it's a you issue. Sometimes, modeling your life out of the norm leads to greatness. It shows you aren't a herd thinker. But other times, modeling your life out of the norm leads to setbacks, like getting a BBL and lip fillers because your favorite celebrity did it. Many folks are learning how traditional media works, but you also need to understand how new media works, especially the new media that is being exported overseas.